Man, what's good with my people? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Marlon, the Messenger, 777 888. All right, you guys. So I just wanted to go ahead and turn on this camera to go ahead and say shout out to my kings who are retaining their seed. Now, hopefully you guys are feeling blessed, man. I wanted to go ahead and turn on this camera and continue to keep you guys motivated to let you know that no matter what you're going through in life, man, God always has a better plan for your life, but you have to continue to believe so that you can achieve. You know, Napoleon Hill always talks about this in his book. So the funniest thing happened to me the other day, you guys, right? So I know in the past I made some videos about like women can feel your energy. I'm going to tell you this right now. Not only is that true, you're retaining your seed, you're vibrating at a high frequency. Women are emotional creatures, bro. So I want to let you know this. Women can read your energy. Literally read your energy. I mean, like, let's say your thoughts. Whatever your thoughts were, whatever your emotions were that you were feeling, a woman can read that. So the other day, right, I was going through some stuff in my life, right? So recently I got on this purification spiritual journey with God, right? And truly finding myself in my calling, which is this. I'm a content creator. At the core, I'm an artist, you know, poet, rapper, singer, dancer, public speaker, motivational speaker, content creator. I'm an artist at heart, right? So I was always thinking like, when am I going to completely dive into this purpose of mine? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm able to express myself as an artist the way that I want to. So 4 months ago, right, I got on this journey, on this program that God put in my heart, and it's called the 12 Steps to Christ program. So it was 4 months, 120 days of pure soberness, you guys. No drugs, no alcohol, no fornication, no going out to the clubs, to the bars, to the concerts, no social media, no none of that, bro. The purest that I've ever been in my life, including SR, you know what I'm saying? So I completed the program, right? One of these days I'll make a video about it, and whoever wants to try it out, I promise you, bro, it will change your life, because it helped me tap in, tune in, and lock in more into the frequency of being in tune with God. You know what I'm saying? But that's for a later video, you guys. You know what I'm saying? To stay on topic. So towards the end of this program, right? Towards the end of this program, all of a sudden I'm chilling, right? I'm laying in bed. All of a sudden I start getting these like thoughts, right? The old nature, right? Demonic, animalistic nature. We'll say it's the devil, right? But to me, I'm learning about this too. We have different natures, states of personalities and mindsets that we have programmed ourselves to believe throughout the years. Because what you believe and perceive is what you attract in your life, bro. I want to let you know that right now. Like, you guys are seeing me manifest my dream life into reality. You know, I believe that's why God put me on this journey, because each one teach one, to show you guys that it's possible, bro, from the ground up. You know, God will break you all the way down to build you all the way up, you know, from the pen to the palace, bro, like the prodigal son. So towards the end of this, right, all of a sudden I get these thoughts. I'm going through, you know, this moment of like, man, I want to go back to doing drugs. I want to go back to drinking alcohol. I want to go back to smoking vape, smoking weed. I want to go back to dating women, right? I want to go have fun. I want to go fandango, tango, and, you know, do my thing. But something inside of me, bro, was telling me, don't do it. Do not do it. And I know that, of course, that was the Holy Spirit, but it was also God connecting with my higher self through this download that I was having from this purification of me being on this 12 Steps to Christ program. Now, what did I have along this journey that I didn't have before all the times that I started in the past? I had a bigger why. I had a more of a spiritual connection to God. I had a goal in mind. I had a purpose, right? Discipline. I have these things built into a new foundation that's giving me the belief that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it possible, but I can do this and it's happening. I'm literally living this manifestation into reality, right? So all of a sudden, I get these thoughts, crazy thoughts, right? You're going to get these thoughts along your journey, especially with sobriety, right? So I passed the program, right, that God put me on, 12 Steps to Christ program, which is completely about transformation, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you becoming the best version of yourself. So all glory to God Almighty. I'm very grateful. But I want to say this, right? So all of a sudden, all this stuff happens. I walk out of my room, right? And then I go into the living room area and I see my sister. I'm like, look, I'm about to go for a walk real quick. I'll be back. Boom, I go for a walk. All of a sudden, I'm walking, I'm talking to God. I go for like a 3-mile walk, bro. I get back home, and this ties into women can read your energy, bro, right? So we always talking about, why are you talking about women on semen retention, Marlon? You shouldn't be focused on that. But it's like, bro, I'm trying to wake you up to an awareness that most of us men don't have, but women do. It's called intuition. It's built in them. Men, what's built into us to be hunters, to be fighters, to protect. Women is to be nurturers, but also to be able to weave off of danger without having to ever have any physical contact. Schopenhauer, a famous philosopher and author, he talks about this. Like, women know how to tap into your emotions because they're emotional creatures. So they're able to pull the strings behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I walk into the house. All of a sudden, my sister is like, oh, shoot, hey, you cool? I'm like, yeah, you know, I just left. I went on this walk, yada, yada, yada. Blase, blase, blase. You know, I was kind of feeling some thoughts in the room. I was laying in the bed and I don't know. I had this feeling come over me that, you know, these thoughts were running through my head. And I told her everything, you know, like how I was having the craving to go back to drugs, right? Having the craving to go drink some alcohol or smoke a nicotine or smoke some za, smoke some weed, or to go fornicate with women, right? So all of a sudden she tells me, you know, it's crazy because I had a feeling when you left that you were on edge and you had anxiety, right? Everything I was feeling, she's sitting here telling me exactly what I was feeling, right? She could read my energy and she's like, yeah, I felt like you had anxiety and that you really needed to leave the house so that you could go do what you was doing, take your walk so you could come back and be good. She was like, yeah, because it's crazy because when you're doing good, right? I had not even told her about the 12 steps to Christ program that God put me on to purify my mind, body, and my soul, and to really put me on track to give my purpose, my all, so I could manifest my dream life right here on YouTube, right? So all of a sudden, she's telling me like, yeah, because when you get closer to your goal and you're doing really good for a long time, you know, it's funny how the devil will start to tempt you and say things like, hey, why don't you go smoke some weed? Why don't you just go hit up the plug? Why don't you just go drink? Like, it's okay. Like, it'll only be a day. You don't have to worry about that. And she's like, it's so funny how these thoughts will be running through your head while you're laying in bed, right? All of this stuff she's telling me, and I'm just sitting there like in awe because I'm realizing that, whoa, not only had this epiphany, not only is semen retention the real deal, Holyfield, but everything we talk about, how women are intuitive and emotional creatures, how they can feel your energy, how they can smell the pheromones, how they can read your energy, like this video, bro, that was a confirmation from the universe and from God that basically showed me that women really are intuitive, bro. They're emotional creatures for a reason, and it's no wonder why when we're fapping, women can tell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can tell, like, this guy's not, he's not energized. He's not tuned into a strong vibrational frequency, so I can read him from a mile away. Like, I already know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? This is why they attack us in society, to be fappers and to be busting the peanutty buddy, so that we don't have the awareness that you get on semen retention, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And my bad if I'm making this video kind of long, but I had to turn on this camera, bro, because I was thinking, like, man, it's so odd how my sister knew everything I was feeling, bro. From what the thoughts that I was feeling in the bed to the thoughts and emotions that I was feeling when I walked out the door and went for that 3-mile walk. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand, fellas, understand, my kings. Retain your seed, bro. I was listening to a guy just a minute ago on YouTube, him talking about semen retention. He said he did it for 9 months. Another dude, bro, talking about he blew up on YouTube, bro. Blew up on YouTube and got massive amounts of money from him staying focused on his purpose, bro, in those 9 months. And he contribute it all to semen retention. I want to let you guys know, bro, you're even watching this video and seeing me on my journey. One day you're going to come back to this video. I'm going to come back to this video, and I'm going to be saying the same thing that guy was saying, which was, I blew up from semen retention, bro, and staying focused in transmuting my energy into my purpose, which is this, a content creator on YouTube, bro, sharing my journey, sharing my testimonies, my stories, bro, to uplift, help, and heal humanity and help my fellows across the world, bro, accomplish the same thing. So with that being said, I love you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. If you made it this far to the video, shout out to my kings who are retaining their seed. Don't forget, fellas, stay down till you come up and utilize this ancient, spiritual, divine practice, bro, this tool, and transmute that energy into whatever your craft is, bro. For me, I'm a content creator. You know, like I said, at heart, in essence, I'm an artist. But overall, I'm making content for you guys, bro, because I love connecting with you guys, man, and showing you guys the journey. And where would I be without you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are my heart, man. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And until next time, peace.